Imagine, for a moment, a machine not merely assembled to execute tasks, but meticulously engineered to dominate demanding workloads. This is a dedicated workstation, purpose-built for the individuals who are actively designing tomorrow, for those who construct entire cityscapes in digital space, for the innovators who simulate complex engines and test them virtually before a single piece of metal is cut, and for the astrophysicists who model entire galaxies long before any telescope can capture them. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the Lenovo ThinkStation PGX, a system so outrageously optimized and powerful that it's designed to run nonstop, day after day, year after year, in the most mission-critical environments where a system failure isn't just a minor annoyance, it's a full-blown catastrophe. Subscribe for more informative videos. As I work hard to gather useful information for you, in return you just hit the bell icon button. That profound, non-negotiable legacy of reliability is what flows directly into the PGX. This isn't just tested in the sense that someone ran a quick synthetic benchmark and called it certified. I'm talking about a brutal, real-world gauntlet of extreme thermal cycling, relentless vibration analysis, constant stress testing, wild environmental shifts, and sustained extreme load endurance. The kind of validation process that would make nearly any other consumer-grade PC immediately give up. And why should this deeply matter to you? Because whether you're a passionate student starting out, a full-time professional creator, a bootstrapping entrepreneur, or simply someone who appreciates having truly uncompromising technology, you need a machine that remains absolutely stable, one that won't randomly corrupt a critical file at 2 a.m., one that refuses to reboot during the middle of a massive render, and one that doesn't choose a peak of your project to decide it's time to retire. The ThinkStation PGX is engineered for that. Relentless professional long game. Now, let's talk about the necessity of expandability, because the world of technology accelerates at a terrifying pace, and your workstation absolutely must be able to evolve right along with it. In a world where most modern computers feel like sealed, inaccessible boxes, hard to upgrade, difficult to modify, and nearly impossible to expand, the PGX stands in stark opposition. Pop the system open, and you'll find yourself looking into something more akin to a neatly organized, highly accessible laboratory. There's generous space for additional high-speed storage drives, massive capacity for future memory upgrades, the structural room for multiple high-end GPUs, and even physical space reserved for cutting-edge hardware components that haven't even been released to the public yet. If the concept of technology could earn a future-proof certification badge, this machine would wear it with deserved pride. But let's pivot and shift our focus into something much deeper, something that moves beyond mere cooling efficiency, raw specifications, or benchmark scores. Let's truly discuss what possessing a machine of this caliber actually does for you, because owning and utilizing such powerful hardware is about more than just the output and the work you accomplish. It's about the fundamental mindset fosters. It instills confidence. It grants operational freedom. It completely eliminates technological frustrations. It removes computational bottlenecks. It opens up creative and professional doors that were previously locked shut. It gives you the necessary headroom to truly experiment, to take necessary risks, to tackle entirely new formats, to embark on larger, more ambitious projects, and create incredible things that you would have consciously avoided because your previous hardware simply could not handle the demand. This is precisely the kind of machine that forces you to think differently, to plan on a grander scale, and to operate with a new degree of efficiency, because suddenly your world-changing ideas don't have to be shrunk down to fit inside the confines of your computer. Instead, your computer effortlessly grows to meet the full scope of your imagination, and you'd be genuinely shocked at how profoundly that single change affects your output. While we're exploring this, let's discuss the actual day-to-day user experience of interacting with this machine. The moment you press the power button, the system boots and operates with profound smoothness. It's not flashy, it's not loud, it is simply rock solid. You open the heaviest, most resource-intensive applications, and they launch instantly. You drag and manipulate truly massive gigabyte-sized files, and they feel practically weightless. You can multitask like a creative maniac, and the entire system will not hesitate for a second. It feels as if everything you attempt is being quietly, efficiently, and constantly accelerated in the background. That, fundamentally, is what true performance should always feel like. Not chaotic or overwhelming, but utterly effortless. Before we conclude this journey, I want you to perform one last mental exercise. Picture your existing workflow, your current projects, and specifically, your current computational limitations. Think about those frustrating moments where your system slows you down, where it hesitates or freezes, or actively fights back against your intentions. Now, vividly imagine removing every single one of those constraints. Imagine a powerhouse machine that simply says an unwavering yes to whatever massive task you throw at it. A machine that seamlessly steps out of the way and allows your creativity and productivity to take the wheel without interference. That, in its essence, is what the Lenovo ThinkStation PGX truly represents. It's not merely a collection of hardware, specs, or speed. It represents sheer possibility. It is a vital tool for thinkers, for builders, for creators, for dreamers, for anyone brave enough to consistently push beyond the average and demand something truly more from their technology. And if you recognize yourself in that description, this machine wasn't just built for you. It was built because of people like you. Let's now delve deeper, not just into the luxury of raw performance, but into the often overlooked luxury of total, uncompromised stability. And yes, we have to address the investment. Because if you're preparing to invest in a powerhouse like this, you need to understand what exactly you're paying for. You are paying for foundational reliability. You are paying for years of continuous, high-intensity professional use. You are paying for a machine that will not be rendered obsolete by the next operating system update next year. You are paying for world-class engineering that has been brutally tested and meticulously refined by demanding global industries, where any degree of failure is not a viable option. The PGX is built for serious people who understand that the genuine cost of an underperforming, unstable computer is drastically greater than the initial cost of a truly excellent one. You're not just purchasing a workstation. You're effectively buying back your time, purchasing speed, and investing in absolute peace of mind. Now, let's explore something most reviewers regrettably skip entirely: the actual future of professional workstations. We are now entering a revolutionary era where AI isn't a novelty you engage with occasionally. It is rapidly becoming an essential, permanent, and seamless part of your daily workflow. Whether you're involved in high-end video editing, 3D modeling, advanced coding, complex data analysis, or even next-gen gaming, AI processes are running more heavily and more frequently in the background every single day. And AI needs sophisticated hardware that can effortlessly keep pace. Hardware capable of handling millions of calculations per second without crippling the rest of your system. This is precisely where the ThinkStation PGX quietly, yet decisively, pulls ahead of almost everything else in its class. Its core architecture, its innovative cooling system, its proven stability, and its unmatched expandability are all fundamentally designed for the future of computational demands, not just for the needs of the present day. As AI tools become heavier, as machine learning models grow larger, and as creative software becomes exponentially more demanding, this machine is already prepared for the shift. You won't find yourself needing to frantically upgrade key components annually. You won't need to rebuild your entire setup from scratch, and you won't have to constantly chase the next major technological trend because, quite simply, you already own it. Finally, let's talk about something incredibly personal. If you're the kind of technology enthusiast who loves to build, to tinker, to optimize, and to upgrade components, the PGX doesn't feel intimidating. It feels like an inspiring playground. Opening it up doesn't feel scary. It feels genuinely inviting. Everything is clearly organized. Everything is powerfully accessible. It's a machine made specifically for professionals who refuse to settle, who refuse to compromise on their tools, and who refuse to let slow, outdated hardware ever stand in the way of their biggest ideas. It's made for the people who think bigger, push harder, create deeper, build faster, and dream without limits. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.